Now, I think that one of the main reasons that so many, or we're being told that so many voters abandoned the Tories for UKIP is solely because of David Cameron. His term as Prime Minister didn't particularly start well. Remember the "we're all in it together"? People just do not trust him. They don't like him, and they cannot relate to his privileged upbringing. Cameron, like Clegg, like Spitty Miliband, they have never done a day's work in their life. They've never done a proper day's work in the whole of their lives. How can everyday people relate to these chumps? It's the whole political class that people are fed up with. That's why they're going to UKIP. They seem literally like the only alternative. Look at the EU. All of them want more integration. Cameron's having to stutter on that only to pacify his backbenchers. But believe me, if it was left up to him, we would have 100% of our laws given to us by unelected bureaucrats out of Brussels. Same with Nick Clegg. Same as Spitty Miliband. Look at so-called climate change. Even though it's about 9 degrees now in early May, all the mainstream parties are again spewing the same stuff. And they're all agreeing to hidden carbon taxes. That's why your energy bills are going up. It's not the cost of gas or electricity. It's the 18 billion a year we pay in hidden carbon taxes that's causing the price increase. And they all want open borders. They literally will all open their borders to any country given the choice. Clegg, Miliband and Cameron, they're all exactly the same. This is why UKIP are surging, because it's the whole political class, not just Cameron, not just Clegg, but Miliband as well. People are fed up with establishment politics. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Farage is the be-all and end-all in his policies. You know, they do need scrutinising. But look at what the alternatives are. You know, Cameron, he is so out of touch. He has no idea what it is to look after a family, you know, when you're on a set wage and you're struggling. He's got such a privileged upbringing. Him, Osborne, the whole of his bloody front bench, most of his backbenchers as well, they're all so privileged and don't give a shit about you or me. Look at Ken Clarke. Last week, he insulted UKIP, calling them clowns. UKIP's vote nationally went up 3% after he said this. It's almost a case of anything the Tories say we must do, we need to do the opposite because we know that they are not working for us. It's pretty obvious. We had Osborne, Cameron and bloody that buffoon Boris Johnson the other day in Europe arguing for the fact that bankers can only get a bonus that is 200% of their salary. How can that relate to a family that's struggling who've been made redundant because of austerity measures? Of course they're turning away from the political establishment. Is it a protest vote? I don't know. I think it's more of a movement. People are sick to death of being told by rich people that they've got to get out and work and they must work harder. It's funny that Cameron said he's going to work even harder for the average household. Seriously, do you think he's going to? He's just going to try and pacify as much as he can in the hope that he gets elected again. Come on, people, this is bigger than that. They're working to an agenda. That agenda is to suck money from the public purse into private banks. It's not rocket science, but if we're to wake up to this, you've got to get past this left-right paradigm. Surely, with Cameron being in power, you must have realised that 99% of his policies are the same as the Liberal Democrats, which are the same as Labour's. It's literally just one party. Oh, I fucking hate Cameron.